Have you ever wondered how those fluffy, sweet Kinder marshmallows are made? Imagine the symphony of processes that unfold behind the scenes to bring us these delightful treats. What could possibly transform simple ingredients like sugar, water, and gelatin into a puffy cloud of sweetness? Intriguing, isn't it? The magic of how a marshmallow comes to be, especially a Kinder marshmallow, is a tale worth telling. So, buckle up for a delicious journey into the heart of a Kinder marshmallow factory. Well, today, we unravel the sweet mystery behind the creation of Kinder marshmallows. The journey of Kinder marshmallows starts with some simple ingredients. It's surprising how these humble components come together to create something so delightfully sweet and fluffy. First, we have sugar, the backbone of our marshmallows. It provides that familiar sweetness that makes Kinder marshmallows a favorite treat among both kids and adults. Next is water, which may seem insignificant, but is actually crucial. It helps dissolve the sugar and gelatin, creating the right consistency for our marshmallows. Then we have gelatin. This is what gives Kinder marshmallows their distinctive bounce and squish. It's the magic ingredient that turns a sugary liquid into a delightful, airy treat. Lastly, we add flavoring. This is where the creative magic happens. Whether it's vanilla, strawberry, or a secret blend of flavors, it's this final touch that makes each bag of Kinder marshmallows uniquely delicious. These are the building blocks of our beloved Kinder marshmallows. The first step in making Kinder marshmallows is creating a sugary syrup. Now, what does that entail? Well, the process is surprisingly simple, but crucial to the final product. It begins with a mixture of sugar and water. These two ingredients may seem basic, and they are. But the magic truly happens when they come together. Sugar, the sweet, crystalline substance that we all know and love, is combined with water in a large pot. The ratio is typically about 2 parts sugar to 1 part water, but the precise measurements can vary depending on the desired sweetness and consistency of the marshmallows. Once the sugar and water are combined, the mixture is brought to a boil. This is where things start to get interesting. As the mixture heats up, the sugar dissolves into the water, creating a clear, sweet liquid. But it doesn't stop there. The mixture continues to boil until it reaches a specific temperature. This temperature is often referred to as the softball stage, which is between 235 to 245 degrees Fahrenheit. It's named as such because at this temperature, a small amount of syrup dropped into cold water will form a soft, flexible ball. If you remove the ball from water, it will flatten like a pancake after a few moments in your hand. Reaching this stage is critical. It's at this point that the syrup has the perfect consistency to be transformed into fluffy marshmallows. The boiling process also helps to eliminate any potential bacteria or impurities in the sugar, ensuring that the final product is both delicious and safe to eat. Once this stage is achieved, the heat is turned off, and the syrup is allowed to cool slightly. It's important not to let it cool too much though, as it needs to remain liquid enough to be mixed with the other ingredients. And there you have it. That's how a simple mixture of sugar and water is transformed into a sweet, sticky syrup, the foundation of our Kinder marshmallows. Once the sugary syrup is ready, it's time to move on to the next step. Now comes the key ingredient that gives marshmallows their unique texture: gelatin. This magical substance is what transforms a sugary syrup into a fluffy, cloud-like treat. So how does this transformation happen? Let's dive in. First off, it's important to know that gelatin is a protein derived from collagen, a natural component of animal tissues. It's the special property of this protein that allows it to form a gel and give our marshmallows the desired spongy texture. Now, to incorporate gelatin into our marshmallow mixture, we start by dissolving it in water. This is a crucial step, as it ensures that the gelatin is evenly distributed throughout the final product. We take a precise amount of gelatin and mix it with cold water. The gelatin absorbs the water, swelling up in a process known as blooming. This process prepares the gelatin to be melted down and mixed into our syrup. Once the gelatin has bloomed, it's time to combine it with our sugary syrup. The syrup, which we've been heating to the softball stage, is now at the perfect temperature to dissolve the bloomed gelatin. As we pour the gelatin into the hot syrup, it melts into a clear liquid which will allow it to blend seamlessly with the syrup. It's fascinating to see how the gelatin, once mixed with the syrup, starts to change the consistency of the mixture. The syrup becomes thicker and starts to take on a glossy sheen. This is the moment when the magic happens. The gelatin, now fully incorporated into the syrup, begins to set as it cools, transforming the liquid syrup into a soft, spongy mass. So there you have it. The secret to the unique texture of marshmallows lies in the careful incorporation of gelatin into the sugary syrup. This process, though simple in its steps, requires precise timing and temperatures to ensure the perfect end result. With the gelatin now incorporated, we're one step closer to the final product. Next, we transform our gelatinous mixture into the fluffy marshmallows we all know and love. Now, this is where the magic truly happens. A delicate process that takes our sticky concoction and spins it into the soft, airy delight that is the Kinder marshmallow. Imagine taking a deep breath and puffing out your cheeks, filling them with air. That's what we're about to do with our gelatinous mixture. But instead of a pair of lungs, we have a powerful, industrial-grade whipper working to incorporate air into the mix. This machine is the unsung hero of the marshmallow making process, and it's about to put on quite a show. As the whipper goes to work, it does more than just stir things up. The fast, circular motion introduces tiny air bubbles into the mixture. These bubbles are what will give our marshmallows their light, airy texture. It's a bit like blowing into a glass of milk with a straw. The more you blow, the more bubbles you create, and the frothier your milk becomes. In the same way, the more the mixture is whipped, the fluffier our marshmallows get. But it's not just a matter of how much you whip, it's also about the speed and consistency. Too slow, and the air bubbles could escape before they get trapped in the mixture. Too fast, and you might end up with more of a froth than a fluff. It's a delicate balance that requires precision and finesse. The whipping process isn't a quick one either. It takes time for the mixture to fully absorb the air and transform from a glossy, sticky substance into a matte, airy delight. But it's worth the wait. So as our mixture gets whipped around, it starts to change. It lightens in color, going from a translucent hue to a soft, opaque white. It increases in volume, expanding as the air gets incorporated. And most importantly, it develops that distinctive cloud-like fluffiness that Kinder marshmallows are known for. This whipping process is what gives Kinder marshmallows their distinctive cloud-like fluffiness. It's the secret behind every bite of marshmallowy goodness, and now you're in on it too. With the mixture whipped to perfection, it's time for the final touches. The marshmallow mixture, now light and fluffy, like a cloud on a sunny day, finds its way into specialized molds. These molds, designed to exact specifications, ensure each Kinder marshmallow is uniform in size and shape. The piping process is a ballet of precision and timing. Each mold is filled just to the brim, ensuring the marshmallows are just the right size. Once filled, the molds travel along a conveyor belt into a cooling tunnel. Here, the marshmallows take a chilly dip, solidifying their shape and texture. This cooling process is crucial, as it helps the marshmallows retain their shape and gives them that firm yet squishy texture we all know and love. After their cool journey, the marshmallows emerge and it's time for a dusting. But not just any dusting, a dusting of a delicate mixture of cornstarch and powdered sugar. This isn't simply for aesthetics, though it does give the marshmallows a lovely matte finish. This dusting serves a practical purpose too. It prevents the marshmallows from sticking together, ensuring each one is a standalone piece of fluffy delight. And there you have it. The sweet, fluffy Kinder marshmallows are ready to be packed and shipped, each one a tiny cloud of sweetness, ready to bring joy to taste buds around the globe. So that's the sweet journey of how Kinder marshmallows are made. It begins with the humblest of ingredients, sugar, water, and gelatin. These are combined to form a sugary mixture, the heart of our marshmallow. The gelatin, a key player, is carefully incorporated, providing that classic marshmallow bounce we all know and love. It's then whipped up to fluffy perfection. It's a delicate dance of timing and temperature, transforming the mixture into the soft, light texture that melts so delightfully on the tongue. Finally, the mixture is molded and dusted, transforming from a creamy concoction to individual marshmallow treats. These final touches are what make Kinder marshmallows stand out in the crowd with their signature shape and dusting of sugar. And there you have it, the journey from simple ingredients to the final fluffy treat, a Kinder marshmallow. Next time you enjoy a Kinder marshmallow, remember the journey it took to get to your taste buds.